This is a conversation in the making, okay, from a porch talk a couple summers ago. So I'm excited to sit down with the beautiful Victoria Edie Butler. If you don't know who this wonderful woman is, fifth generation descendant of master distiller Nearest Green. She now holds the title consecutively 2 years in a row as Whisky Magazine's Master Blender of the Year. In 2021, she was the first female ever to be awarded Master Blender. Victoria Edie Butler, welcome to Vault Empowers Talks.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Oh, me too. This has been a long time coming.
Listen, this is my soror.
Indeed.
This is my beautiful soror, so I'm excited. Now, Victoria Edie Butler, we met a couple summers ago. I came here on a tour to the Nearest Green Distillery, to Uncle Nearest. I came to the tour, and you saw me and said, "Don't I know you?"
Yes.
And I said, "I don't think so."
I said, "I think I do."
I think you one of them twins. Ain't you one of them twins? And so that sparked up you giving me a personalized tour and personalized conversation while I sit here at the distillery. And I'm so excited that you get to share time with us today. But as the great-great-granddaughter of Nearest Green, how significant is this, your role here at the distillery? How significant is this to your family?
Oh, it's everything. As most know by now, my great-great-grandfather's legacy, it lay dormant for more than 160 plus years before Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey took off. And so while our family knew, my grandmother, Annie Bell Green Edie, who is Nearest Green's granddaughter, lived to be almost 100 years old. She passed away 3 months shy of her 100th birthday. So I had a lot of time with her. My family had a lot of time with her, and one of the things that she shared with us always was that her granddaddy taught Jack Daniel how to make whiskey. She was very proud of that. Although a teetotaler herself, she was proud of what her grandfather had accomplished and the relationship that Nearest Green had with Jack Daniels. So my family knew, the townspeople of Lynchburg knew their relationship and Nearest's role in the Jack Daniel brand. But before Fawn Weaver, our CEO and founder, came along, it really didn't get past the city limits of Lynchburg. So this means everything to me and to my entire family.
Yeah. What were you doing before you became a master blender?
I worked in law enforcement for just a couple of days shy of 31 years. And for the majority of those 31 years, I think a little over 21 years, I led and supervised a team of criminal and forensic analysts. Wow. Yeah.
So they brought you out of retirement to come and work at the distillery.
Yeah, actually I never made it to retirement. Fawn and I had a conversation. She knew I was approaching the time that I wanted to retire.
Yeah.
And I retired on Thursday and took my rightful place on the team on Monday.
On Monday.
Yeah.
So what did you start off doing? Because you didn't start off as the master blender.
I did not. I came into the family, the Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey Team family, in an administrative role. That lasted about 60 days before I said yes to Fawn again when she asked me to blend our first batch of 1884. We launched that expression in July of 2019, and right out the gate we started winning awards with it. And so she asked me to blend the second batch. Yeah. And I did, and the awards and the accolades kept coming. And by November, I was elevated to Master Blender for Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey. And haven't looked back.
You haven't looked back?
No.
So were you a big whiskey drinker before you got here?
I was.
Okay.
I drank whiskey. I didn't drink a lot of whiskey, but my go-to then were E.H. Taylor and Maker's Mark 46.
Yeah.
So, but I've always made cocktails for my friends and my family.
Yeah.
That's always been a fun thing for me. but I had never blended
Yeah.
whiskey before.
Yeah. What did you have to pull on? What skill set did you have to pull on?
Well, one of the things that I brought over from my previous job was the attention to detail. But what I leaned into mostly was my lineage. I thought back to when Nears was making whiskey all those years ago. He didn't know how when he started.
Yeah.
He did it because that's what he was tasked to do. And then when the beautiful and talented Fawn Weaver came along in 2016, she wasn't into building a whiskey brand at that time, you know?
It was just a book. And maybe a movie, right?
And then when the brand launched in 2017, you know, things took off. So I thought about Nearest, and I thought about Fawn, and thought about what we had already established with our team being a premium brand, and it just happened organically. It happened. And Fawn said that she knew about halfway through the blending process on that first day that I had something special. Now granted, when I went in on that first day, I was a nervous wreck, right? Had never done anything like that before. There were 31 or 36 samples laid out on the table for me to taste and decide which of those should be blended.
Wow.
And I did it. And I did it, I think perfectly, because of the awards and the accolades and the way that our fan base, our whiskey family gravitated to it.
Yeah.
And it's still, you know, it's still right up there with our with what we launched in 1856, the expression that we launched in 2017 is just right up there with that now. So the nerves and the uneasiness subsided before that first blending session was over, and by the next one I felt like I had found my footing.
Yeah.
And Fawn didn't even come and has not been back since.
Well, you said you had to lean on your ancestors and hope that they showed up when you started.
And they did.
And they did.
And they did. It was an emotional day. We did it in the morning. My first time was a morning session.
Well, tell the audience, like, what is a blending session?
For me, people do it differently. For me, I blend several different barrels to create what goes in the bottle.
Yeah.
It's what our director of bottling will pull for me. And then, I don't know, some days it's 10, some days it's 30, some days, you know, it could be 15. Whatever he pulls for me to blend, I taste those, decide which of those should be blended together to go into our 1884. I didn't know until after the fact that I blend quite different from most or any.
Mm-hmm.
I blend at barrel strength, then it is reduced down to 93 proof.
Mm-hmm.
So very little water goes into our 1884. I don't spit out the product while I'm blending.
I heard that in one of your interviews.
I do not.
You don't spit it out.
No. One of the things that I've always been concerned about, still am, is the finish.
Mm-hmm.
So if you spit it out, how do you know what this finish is going to be like? So I don't spit it out. So it takes me a long time because, you know, I don't eat nor drink while I'm blending because I don't want to interfere with my palate. So it just takes me a long time, and I do it, and I rest in between. And
are there any other black women doing what you're doing?
not to my knowledge. I don't think here in the U.S. There are some, I think now that are in the blending field, but I don't think there are any other master blenders.
Wow.
Which is not good.
Yeah.
You know, here we are in 2023.
Yeah.
And then just 2021, I'm the first female
ever
to win Master Blender of the Year, and I think the first person of color, period.
Yes.
And so while I'm the first, I am hopeful that I'm not the last, because it is good to do things where others can see it, but you certainly don't want to be the last in 2023, you know?
It feels like you embarked on a new era of your own life.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. I've always been big in hospitality. I love
You can tell.
people.
First of all, you are, like, if anyone sits in your presence, they know, like, they feel immediately comfortable. They feel like I'm at home, like you my family. I just got invited to the reunion, child.
Good.
That's how you made me feel when I first met you.
Good.
I feel like I've known you forever.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I've always been like that.
Yeah.
And so I thought when I retired I would do something, and you know,
low key and chill.
Yeah.
No.
And now I have this ability to entertain on a much grander scale, one that I didn't see coming. So I'm extremely grateful for every day that I get to do this. It is a beautiful, unexpected blessing that I am the one that gets to carry on the legacy for this once unknown black man.
Yeah. What does it say about age? Because most people feel like when they're approaching retirement, they feel like I've done my part. I'm about to close it out. I'm about to sit on the beach somewhere and ride out the rest of my days.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I would be working quite this much. But I don't want to do that. But now I can't imagine doing anything else.
Yeah.
Every day is different. I get to meet so many wonderful people like you, and do these types of things to honor my great-great-grandfather. I am 61 years old, and I am grateful for every moment of the 61 years that I have been given. My hope and prayer is that I can do this at least, I don't know, 15 more years. Fawn laughs and talks about the next 25. I said, that is for you. I am 15 years her senior.
That's okay though.
And so we both, you know, we crisscross the globe, spreading the word of nearest green. But I don't think I got 25 years left in me.
I don't know. Your spirit, I feel like you do.
Well, I hope that I am given longevity, good health. I'm loving life. I really am. This is a wonderful journey that I'm on.
Yeah. Speaking of the journey, you know, there had to have been some moments along the way where you get scared, or some moments where you feel like I might not be enough. How have you had to put fear aside in this industry? Male dominated, nobody's looking like you. How do you put the fear aside?
You know, Fawn had to face more of that than I did when she first started the brand. But success is a great equalizer. And there is no doubt that we are extremely successful in what we are doing. So that has helped me. You know, folks they don't challenge you a lot when you've got the credentials to back it up. And so that has been good for me. I haven't faced a lot of backlash or pushbacks in regards to me being a black woman in this industry. We have proven that we deserve a rightful place in this industry, and given that we have won more than or close to 600 major whiskey awards, I know what I'm doing.
Listen, it appears you do.
I think I do. I think I do. It's funny because that first day, really, the first day that I went into blend, I was uncertain. And I was like, you know, how do I do this and do it beautifully? And I know it sounds strange to most maybe, but I could feel Nearest's presence in that room. You know, and even when I pull onto this property, he never made whiskey here, but this is his home. This is our home that honors him. I feel that every time I pull into
I mean, you
into the
have
property.
to.
I do.
It's so inspiring.
It is.
It's
And
very inspiring.
this place is growing every day.
Absolutely.
And on the weekends, Thursday through Sunday, we get to witness people's faces when they walk through the door.
Yeah.
I love it. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a beautiful thing. So I haven't had a lot of negativity. In fact, hardly any in regards to my place as a master blender in this industry.
That's awesome.
It is.
That's
It
really
is.
awesome. But I think that speaks to you being in the flow of the purpose that God has for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We say all the time, God just shows up and shows out.
Yeah, yeah.
We were having the grand opening of Humble Baron.
This weekend, which is,
Oh my
absolutely
gosh,
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
We were anticipating a huge crowd on Thursday night, put up the overflow tents. It was pouring down raining a couple of days before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thursday morning, the heavens opened up. The sun was shining the entire weekend.
Yeah, it was.
So he's just, I just think we have favor.
You do.
This story needs to be told.
Yeah.
We still have a lot of work to do, but I think we're on the right track, and we're not doing it by ourselves.
No.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Brandi Harvey. Thanks for watching our video today, but guess what? It does not stop there. I need you to do something. I need you to like. I need you to subscribe, but I also need you to share it with somebody who needs some daily motivation. Make sure you are subscribed to the Vault platform because we got more content on the way. It's your girl, Brandi Harvey. You already know we empower every day, all day.